What's up, y'all? It's your girl QueensteezTV, and I am back with another story time. So I put on my community tab and asked you guys what story time you wanted me to do next, and this is the one that you chose. So if this is your first time here on my channel, first and foremost, make sure you hit that subscribe button, then make sure you hit the like button, and after that I want you to go watch this story time right here, okay, first, before you come back and watch this story time. So it's gonna give you a little bit more context to how toxic this person was and all the stuff that was going on, because it was really a hot mess. And then come back and watch this story, and then it'll, like, you know, put it all into perspective, because that was just a hot mess. And if y'all go back and look at that video, they was dragging me on that video. But guess what, baby? I went back and watched the video, and I was like, I look all nervous, and you know, I said what I said. It is what it is. And this is how that fool tried to crash my car, okay? So make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this story.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging,
Alright, y'all, so now, assuming that you went back and watched the first story time that I told you to go watch, and then when you're here, you got the kind of sort of the gist of just like how manipulative and crazy, basically just crazy that this person was. And on top of that, he was a hater. He was hating. So y'all, finally he come out, he throw the keys at me. He like, bam, here go your keys, and da-da-da-da, like fussing and just carrying on doing this. I'm like, you know what? And I get in my car and I skirt off, because I got a car, you don't got a car. So I get in my car and I leave. So I go home, I'm chilling. So of course he got to blowing up my phone, I'm hitting the ignore button, right? So he's calling me all type of funky dog head bitches. I think he called me, he said I was a nothing ass bitch. And I'm like, really? You was the nothing ass bitch. So I just was just like, it's just not it up. Like, what? So again, so finally I answer the phone. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, look, I don't got time to be playing these games with you. I'm like, look, you have somebody in my car. Like, you just out here straight up disrespecting. I ain't with all that, right? So he like, oh no, we need to make it up. Let's go out. A fool. So a couple of hours later, I go to pick him back up, and we go bowling, right? We get to the bowling alley, and it was pretty packed, because I think this was like, it had to be a Friday. It was like either a Friday or a Saturday, because it was like a lot of people at the bowling alley. And it was a nighttime, of course. That was a rocking bowl. We got like rocking bowls, like the late night bowl type tip. So it was a lot of people in there. So we get up there, we get in the line. So they like, how many games y'all gonna bowl? And I was looking at him, because I'm like, I mean, I don't know, I already bowl like that. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't wanna mess my nails up. So I'm like, I don't know how many games. So he was like, all right, well, let's do 3 bowls. I meant three games. I said 3 bowls. 3 games. So it came out to $65. So we up at the counter. So the guy like, okay, 3 games is $65. So I'm like, looking. And he looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and he like, man, go ahead. And I'm like, you don't got $65. And how you called me, say you want to go out, and then I'm paying for it. At that point, y'all, I should have turned around, got in my car, and I should have skirted off. I should have just skirted off, let the dust roll in his face, and I should have just went on here about my business, right? But oh no. I pull out the card. I'm like, there you go, right? So we sit down, because at this point I'm irritated. So I'm sitting there Like, he all like, you gonna put your name in there? I'm like, no, you can put, I'm like, you can put my name in there. Like, no, because I'm mad. Because I'm like, how you gonna invite me out and then you don't pay for it? So I'm sitting there, like, just mad. So he start bowling. So I'm like, on my phone and da-da-da-da-da. So, Earn is texting me like, hey, do you work tomorrow? So I'm like, yeah, I work overnight shift and blah, 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 right? So my turn goes to bowl and I just put my phone down. So I go and I, you know, throw the ball, bowl. So by the time I turn around, he's sitting there with a screw face like. So I sit down and my phone was locked. So of course I hit the button, unlock it, put the did we have fingerprints back? It was like 2017. Was it fingerprint phones? I think so. So I was just saying, yeah. So I put my fingerprint, I opened the phone back up. So I don't think nothing of it because I didn't realize that when I sat down that the phone wasn't locked. Because I mean, I'm not the type of person in a relationship. I don't go through nobody's phone, so I don't expect nobody to go through my phone. Like, if somebody asks me, oh, can I have the password to your phone? The answer is no, because I'm not a child. So, like, I didn't expect him to go through my phone. Not that it was nothing in there, but it was just, like, still. Like, I might have been calling your sister or your mother or somebody in your family a bald-headed bird with no edges. Like, don't go through my phone. So he's sitting there, like, throwing the ball all crazy. So I'm sitting down. So when it was my turn to go, he just sat down. So I'm like, okay. So I get up. It's my turn again. So I go bowl, bowl. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all that bowling alley is packed. So he looking up serious. So I was like, go ahead. I'm like, it's your turn. So he was like, man, I should F you up. Like, yo, when I say it was like, and listen, I'm the type of person, I hate being embarrassed. So he literally was so loud. He was like, man, I should F you up. So I'm looking like, what is going on? So of course everybody stopped. Everybody is looking. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Because it wasn't clicking in my head that he went through my phone. It really wasn't clicking in my head. So I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, because he was just a habitual cutter upper. Like, he always acted freaking stupid. Like, one time we went out with my best friend and my best friend fiance, and we all at the table talking, having a good time, and I'm making them exchange PlayStation, like, gamer tag things. So literally, as soon as we got to the restaurant, he was like, you effing him, I know you sleeping him. So I'm looking like, are you dumb? Like, are you stupid? So anyway, yo, it's just so, like, I could tell story and the story and the story about this freaking fool, but I'm not. This is probably gonna be it, because I'm just like, ugh. So cutting up in a bowling alley, or like, I should F you up, you dumb B. And no, mind you, when I say stuff was so common, that he just like blew up. So I'm like, what the F is wrong with you? So he don't say nothing, but he is like going off fussing, cussing. People just looking. So I was like, you know what? I put my shoes on. I'm like, I'm not fussing with you. I put my shoes on because I'm like, I should have put my shoes on and got in my car and left his ass there. But I'm all like, no, it's dark. The bowling alley on the back road. I shouldn't have cared. Okay, I should not have cared. Okay, he could have beat them feet back to Baltimore City because we was out in the county. He could have beat them feet on the back roads back to Baltimore City since you want to be smart. So I get my stuff, I grab my purse, put my shoes on, so I'm headed to my car because I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and do all this. So we get outside to the car because I just walked away because I'm like, you about to like the dummy yelling and screaming and doing all this. So I get to my car, so I'm standing like, you know how you like on the roof of the car? Like, so I'm like standing on the car like, because of course he followed me out because you don't have no way home. So he's like, man, F you, I knew you was a dirty B, and I knew da-da-da-da. So I'm like, what? Again, y'all, it's still not cooking that he's gone through my phone. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he still don't say what it is, right? So he's just like going off. I said, hey, yo, I said, I'm not about to do this with you. I said, you can either get in the car or you can start walking. I said, so I can take you the fuck home. Okay? So I get in my car, I start the car, so he get in the car. So he don't say nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's going to be a silent ride home. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. When I say I skirt over the parking lot, I'm like, skirt. Because the only thing in my mind is get this dumb ass bitch out my car and get him home. So literally, so it's silent in the car. So I'm driving. So I'm coming on a dark, windy road. There's no lights out there. I couldn't see nothing. So I'm like trying to see how to get around the thing. And then next thing I know, something was just like, boom, like, yo, yank my whole head and everything. So of course the car swerves. So I'm like, yo, what the F is wrong with you? I'm like, you crazy? You see me driving? Why the fuck would you do that? We out here on the dark ass fucking windy road, but for the goddamn car flip over. So he like, I don't care. Cause you going off. So yo, I thought the car and parked. I'm like, you want to do this right now? Get the F out the car. Get the F out the car. Cause I was like, keep your fucking hands off me. So he's sitting there, right. I was like, if all you gonna do is run your mouth, I said, I don't want to hear that. I said, you can get out of my car. Get out of my car. He like, I'm not going nowhere. So I was like, okay, well then sit there and shut the fuck up. Okay? So I waited for probably like 2 minutes or so. So then I get to driving again. So driving again. I'm like, let me get off of this back windy road to get on the main street. So I'm driving again. Took my whole weave. I had a weave in at that time. Took my whole weave straight. Bam, yanked the whole thing. The whole car swerves. Go up on the fucking curb. At this point, I throw the car and park. I'm like, boom. Get the F out my car. So he like, girl, crying. I'm saying girl, but yo, get the crying like, I ain't get out the car, just can't believe you. So again, it still ain't registering in my head that he's gone through my phone. Cause I'm like, ain't nothing in my phone. So like, it's just not registering to me. Cause I'm just like, what the wrong with you? So finally, y'all, I'm driving, y'all. And when I say I'm speeding, and y'all know late at night, it was after midnight. Y'all know late at night, the light, it don't be nobody out on the road. So I ain't literally speeding to get into the city to get him home. Okay, so literally pulls up to his house. I mean, the wheels, I know they heard me coming. It was literally like, skirt. Boom, I put the car in park. I was like, get the F out my car. Yeah, get the F out my car. Cause that's not what we, I said, this right here is done and over with. Of course it wasn't done and over with at the day. I should have been, but it wasn't. The story I told y'all to go watch first, that was the end of stuff. But this is like before all that happened. So, I'm like, get the F out my car. So, he's in the car. He's crying. So, I'm like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, if anybody should be mad and anybody should be going off and anybody should be acting a fool, if anybody should be doing that, it should be me, okay? I'm like, you took my car all day. You came to pick me up from work late. You keep waking me up every damn night and day acting like I'm a freaking taxi service, okay? Then I find a cheap Nika K lipstick in my car. So I'm like, I'm just not registering in my head what you're upset about. Like, what's going on? So he like, open your phone. So I'm like, okay, open the phone. And why? I'm like, what is in the phone? So he go to Facebook, go to earn messages like, what is this right here? So I'm like, I'm looking at the messages and I was like, I said, this is my friend from work. I'm like, what are you talking? He's talking about, that's why I know you keep picking up all these shifts at work. Why he told you to come over here and why you told him that you was on your way? I said he was literally telling me to come to the next building. Again, are you dumb? So at this point, y'all, I got the laughing. So I was like, yo, because I just could not believe that this was what this whole scene and all of this was about. So y'all, I get the laughing. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's no way. I'm like, yo, it's no way that this is what you is tripping about. So I was like, really? I was like, I don't even know why this was nothing you is mad about. But hindsight being 2020. Because you were cheating. You were messing with other people. You had someone pregnant while you were dating me. And you was allegedly, supposedly messing with some other girl at your job, which we all finds out at the funeral. So, like, you mad again? Why? That I'm friends with somebody at my job? I'm like, it wasn't even like that. But anyway, while we in the car, I'm like, look, I said, it ain't nothing like that. I'm laughing. I said, that's just my friend. I said, but what you can do for me is get out my car, okay? That is what would make us all satisfied. You can get out my vehicle, per. So I went to go look down, and as I was coming up, something was coming this way. I mean, booyah, like straight cold cocked me right in the face. And after the few seconds of shock, oh, I went crazy up in there. I went crazy because I'm like, now I'm locking the door. Now you ain't getting out. And when you do get out, you about to be getting out in the ambo, okay? Whoop, whoop. You about to be getting out in the ambulance. When I say I went Armageddon up in there, what's Armageddon? Is that something bad? Armageddon, what's that? I don't think that's something bad. Yo, hey, I had to be censored because after I did that Alabama video, baby, they blocked my channel. They said, no, you're not. Okay, so I don't think that, no, that's not nothing bad. So, y'all, I went crazy in there to the point he was trying to run out the car, okay? He was trying to run out the car, and guess what? When he put the foot out the car, oh, the car was in drive. You know how when Smokey forgot to put the car in park, and how Smokey had them feet was dragging, how them feet was dragging on that thing? Baby, as soon as he put that leg on, try to put it on the ground, I was halfway down the street. I said, he said, you don't run me over. You don't run me over. I said, B, get the out my car before I flatten you the out. I will flatten you out up here. Don't play with me. So he standing on the street looking all standing out in the street looking all stupid. I said, I'm going to send my brothers around here to beat your ass. Don't play with me. And he is the reason why now I am a certified ass beater, street sweeper, go on my person and let it single. Like, yeah, I'm not with none of that, okay? None of that, okay? Like, yeah, I don't even play them type of games. And I shouldn't have been playing them type of games back then, but now I definitely don't play this. Like, when I say this person dragged me through it and all the way through the mud, all the way up into their demise, like, yeah, no, not gonna happen, okay? Not try to run me off the road, then not gonna cold cut. Oh, no, no. I can't go for that, no can do. Yo, that note was off. It was not giving Beyonce, but yeah, like, I ain't going for that. I know none of my Steez gang is going for that. But again, like I said, young and dumb, but try that now. Try that now. So y'all know I always come back and give y'all a moral of the story. And this story has several different morals, okay? So the first one is a person who has nothing will help you lose everything, okay? I know everybody that been foolish for somebody, then did something that they ain't had no business doing. And like I've been saying throughout this story, hindsight is 20/20, okay? When you call yourself being in love with somebody and all this stuff, the stupid things that we do, okay? But moving forward, when you see red flags in people, run. And if you got somebody that is cheating on you, that you suspect is cheating on you, just know this. Cheaters never change. They just get more clever, okay? They just find more innovative ways to keep doing what they've been doing. So, guess what? For your health, first of all, y'all know I'm always, for your health, it's too much stuff going on out here in these streets and all that. Just leave. Because guess what? It ain't no point of going back and forth. Ain't no point of fighting and doing all that and carrying on and fussing with the other woman. You buy and her buy. You can have them. Bye. Something now that I stand by when it comes to people, don't repeat yourself. I don't repeat myself when it comes to people, and especially when it comes to adults, men, or being in relationships, okay? And this is for all my young girls, or older girl, anybody. Don't repeat yourself. When you tell somebody something the first time, that's what you mean. Say what you mean and mean what you say, okay? I ain't asking you to do nothing. I'm telling you to do it, okay? Like, yeah, don't do all that. This is not baseball. You do not get 3 strikes, you out. You gonna do what I said on the first time, or it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions, you heard? And this one is for everybody. Men, women, black, white, green, yellow, red, purple, short, tall. Keep your hands to yourself. Again, let me repeat it. Keep your hands to yourself, because you just might meet the Grim Reaper or the big sleeper that I got in my purse, okay? Keep your hands to yourself, okay? And last but not least, and let me put on my good voice for this one. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that's all I got for y'all. If y'all enjoyed this story time, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all take heed to my advice, okay? Because this story is not a joke. It was real life. And if me telling my story or what I experienced in the past as a young person, we all go through stuff. And hopefully this can help somebody, a young person, an old person. Because being a fool for a man ain't got no damn age limit on it, okay? So what they say, with age comes wisdom, honey. And Queen Steez, I done aged and got wise real quick. I had to, what my city girl said, y'all hoes better tighten up. I had to tighten up real quick. Now I don't play with people at all. So y'all go ahead, go full for life with the advice that Queen Steez gave you. And oh, that's how y'all hit that like button. Y'all better hit that like button, okay? Get me back in the algorithm, because y'all know they had me black and shadow banned. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next story. Bye.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow